To summarize, I would use the words of Jeans, who said that the great architect seems to be a mathematician. And for you who don't know mathematics, it's really quite difficult to get a real feeling across up to the beauty, or the deepest beauty of nature. C.P. Snow talked about two cultures. I really think that those two cultures are people who do and people who do not have had this, people who have had and people who have not had this experience of understanding mathematics well enough to appreciate nature once. It's too bad that it has to be mathematics, and that mathematics for some people is hard. When it's reputed, I don't know if it's true, that when one of the kings was trying to learn geometry from Euclid, he complained that it was difficult. And Euclid said that there's no royal road to geometry. And there's no royal road. It's not we cannot, as people who look at this thing as a physicist, cannot convert this thing to any other language. You have, if you want to discuss nature, to learn about nature and to appreciate nature, it's necessary to find out the language that she speaks in. She offers her information only in one form. We are not so unhumble as to say, demand that she change before we pay any attention. It seems to me that it's like all the intellectual arguments that you can make would not in any way, or very, very little, will communicate to deaf ears what music, the experience of music really is. And all the intellectual arguments in the world will not convince those of the other culture. The philosophers who try to teach you by telling you qualitatively about this thing. Me, who's trying to describe it to you, but it's not getting across because it's impossible. We're talking to deaf ears. And it's perhaps that the horizons are limited, which permit such people to imagine that the center of the universe of interest is man.